right. Hello once again, everyone. Today we're going to be doing this beauty, or should I say this bionic. It's a brilliant finish. 19-inch U-Fit Bionic Series China. Okay, I heard it before it was cleaned. See that nasty gold on there? Or patina? It's just a bunch of crap that built up. You can see the little swirl and scratch marks on there. The polish I use is going to get rid of this. Okay? The logos aren't going to be removed. What else can I say? Well, there you go. A little bit better. Not that good. We're going to use some soap and water first. I love to use this Ajax with the real citrus extract. Why? Because it helps break up the surface dirt first before you go to the lemon juice concentrate, not lemon juice cleaner, lemon juice, and the Barkeepers Friend liquid, and then the nuclear option, the Mother's aluminum polish. Quick note about the rags. Let's make sure we check our microfiber rags for junk and burrs and pieces of wood and Cheetos and whatever else could get in there. Why? Because you're going to scratch the surface. Very easily done. Also, the most important step, remove all jewelry. I lied. The most important step in this process is making sure your wedding rings go back on. Don't leave them off. In fact, you can polish them with this. I'll just move this over here. So, use microfiber towels throughout the process, okay? If they're a little stiff, loosen them up. I'm not kidding. Okay. Follow me, please. Remember to keep everything wet. Wet to wet won't scratch that much. You guys know that. But if it's dry, you're going to get some scratching. Okay? Go across the groove, not with the grooves, I should say, like this. Don't use a lot of pressure. Just enough to rub it around. Okay? Flip carefully. Same thing. Get it all nice and wet first. This is acting, it's kind of like wet sanding, really. See that? Go along the grooves. I wouldn't rub too hard at this point, but you're welcome to it. This is a good way to kind of maintain your cymbal without going to 3 obnoxious steps. Okay. Kind of like washing off a pizza, isn't it? There we go. Now, I'm still going to dry this off very carefully. I don't want this to dilute the lemon juice concentrate. If you want to cut up a lemon and be a wise guy about it, go right ahead. You know what's going to happen? That half a lemon has something in it called seeds, and it's going to go all over the top and scratch the heck out of it. Okay? Don't! Besides, you go down a street corner or a side street or an alley and you're walking around with half a lemon and a knife, you're going to look like a trouble with a capital T. A trouble. Not a trouble, a trouble. Lemon juice. Keep your rag wet. Keep the surface wet. It minimizes the scratching, okay? And notice here, not all the fingerprints came off. That's why we're going to do this. Let's wet the rag as well. Ugh. There we go. Let's run it around like a big race. No race here. I'm the Bob Ross of cymbal cleaning. Oh, you can start to smell it. Oh my Lord, it smells pretty nasty. Remember, you're not buffing with this stuff. This isn't a polish. You're simply wiping it around to get off the rest of that crap, or patina, as some of you like to call it. If you like the patina, don't watch the video. Don't bother leaving a comment. Same thing. It's like a gravity well. Okay. Of death. Here we go. Right? Nice and easy. Don't go across the cymbal, go with it. If I went across for a minute in the other part, I was nervous. Get over it. Okay. You know why brilliant cymbals sound darker, right? Right? You don't? Because the grooves are rounded. When they polish them, they buff them at the forging fires of Vulcan factory, whatever. That's what they do. And that's what creates a darker tone. Right? Okay, I spent too much time with this. Sorry. You're not going to rub it off. You're not going to buff it off. You're going to wash it off. Make sure you got all the lemon juicy things out of the way before you do that. Okay? Okay. It's a big cymbal, 19 inches. It's nothing to worry, nothing to... Well, you know what I was going to say. I'm too tired today. I'm exhausted today. I don't know about you guys. It's a Friday. It's been a long week. Just watch me do this. Again, circular motion. Go with the grooves. Don't be a hero and go against them. Or attempt to make your own video and screw it up in front of a lot of people. Okay. Jeff, shut up. There we go. Yes, it gets messy. It's kind of like bathing a poodle, except it's a lot shinier, and it's actually it's not louder, but it's pretty shiny. Okay, you're not going anywhere. Here we go. Again, microfiber towels. Boy, I bought this used years ago, 5-6 years ago maybe. It's got some damage on it. Oh boy. Hopefully the metal polish will work on this one. Hopefully. It should. You want to get rid of all those micro scratches and things like that. That's where this is going to help. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. Next, we're going to do something here. It's going to be fun. See, the flashlight test. You guys never heard of that before? You're going to follow a stranger from the internet into a darkened bathroom. Nothing's going to happen. Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. And, oh my God. I'm as blind as a bat. You don't need to go to 3 and 4 if you don't want to. I can't even see where I'm going. Why do they make these things? Who discovered or developed the first brilliant finish? I have no idea. They're out of their minds. Okay. Step 3. If you want to, and you can see what you're doing after that, let's go to Barkeepers Friend liquid. Ready? Let's get everything ready here. Drying towels and, that's a lemony guy. We'll put that there. Buffing towels. Okay. We're all good. Here we go. Keep everything wet. Don't even think about drying it. Okay? Take some of this, Barkeepers Friend liquid. We shake it up really good. We squirt it on. Make sure this is nice and wet and juicy. This is nice and wet and juicy, and we rub. Can you see the squirrel marks? No, I didn't say squirrel, I said swirl. I got anxiety, okay? It's been a rough week. I got a Q-tick stuck in my ear yesterday morning. It snapped off. And I had to run around with pliers trying to get the thing out. After I worked out of the shower, with no pants on. That's right. You heard it here first. Okay. Nice and wet. Keep it wet. Don't rub it too hard. You're just wanting to create that chemical reaction, okay? And now you can really see the swirl marks and ugh. If this was lacquer based, I might just go with the lemon juice. You could do this, but then the polish, in theory, should get rid of all those swirl marks. Let's see if we can do it, shall we? I know I'm touching it. It's okay. We're all good. Logos are good. Everything's fine. Here's where it gets a little annoying. You got to make sure that everything is dry before you put this stuff on. Why, do you ask? I'll tell you. Because once Mother's aluminum polish gets wet, it starts to basically run and rinse off, and that's exactly what we want to do. We want to wipe all this water off first and then rinse out that polish with soap and water. That's to prevent all that black oxidized material or cream or whatever you want to call it is. This is a good reason right now as to why I'm using microfiber towels, because when we're done rinsing, we're going to want to wipe it off and dry it, correct? So let's not put any more scratches on it. Okay. Flip it over. Oh, there's a nasty little wet area. We don't want that. Let's move it right over here. No, that made it worse. Let's do this. Okay, completely dry. Good. Now, make sure your hands are completely dry. Everything's dry. Maybe sit for 30 seconds, chill out, or not. Here we go. Mother's aluminum polish. Logo, no go. It does not remove the logo. Why do I say that? Do you remember the last video I did? It had like a traditional finish $12 Wuhan. The difference between this cymbal and that cymbal isn't the fact that this is nicer than that one. It's a $500 difference. I don't want to screw this up. Forgive me for getting excited. I didn't mean that. Okay. A little bit goes a long way. It's a cream, right? You're not going to buff. You're just going to apply it. Just apply it. It's tempting to buff it, isn't it? And again, a little bit goes a long way. You're just applying it. It gets a little frustrating the bigger the cymbal. If you're one of those guys that does a 28-inch ride cymbal, I got news for you. It's not going to be fun. But it's going to work. Also, I don't recommend using belt sanders or anything else on these things. Why? Because I don't want to ruin it. You want to stand there all day over the logo and see if you can rub it off? Be my guest. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those guys. Okay. Wherever this stuff hits, it's going to start to react and remove that goldish, nasty dirt patina, which I hate. Okay. Nice and easy. Nice and slow. Make sure you got everything on it. I would say once you have the surface covered and it's all hazy, that's probably a good indicator that you're ready to really work now. Make sure your hands are fairly clean. Wipe off any excess, like so. And now the buffing starts. Whew, here we go. I try to buff along the grooves. And most of those marks should come out. Oh, by the way, I'm doing this in real time. Did you figure that out yet? Boy, this has more scratches on it than I thought. Not good, but not bad either. Brilliants are a piece of cake to clean. You know why? Because they're so slick. Because the grooves, they're all polished and rounded. I'm thinking this is not bad. Let's get the inside of the cup square bell here, whatever you want to call that thing. Okay. If you're not sure about doing this, you can always start with a small inconspicuous area. Let's say right in here. That's what us model builders do. We always start at the inside of a fuselage. This is not a fuselage, but I think you get my point. Get the edges. I'm calling that not bad to done. Let's get to the side and see if we can get rid of more of those scratches. Let me use the original one. I know I'm getting fast and lazy here. Make sure that actually, you know what? That one feels too hard. So, and that one's wet. We don't want that. So, let's use this one. Okay. Nice and square. Think of it in quadrants. You know, quadrants. You hear that? Silence. Sorry, I was complimented on my humor the other day and I thought I'd take advantage of it, but apparently it's not working. By the way, feel free to comment or feel free to even subscribe. That would help me out a lot. I'd really like to try a pasty. Hint, hint. I really would like to make extra money. Wouldn't be a bad thing. Okay, I would say I'm about to pass out from the fumes. Whew. We're done with this. We're done. Actually, I'm kidding. I'm fine. Got a lot of ventilation here. I rent this basement area out from my wife. It's all good. Okay, let's reuse this one. Ugh. Sometimes you'll want to wait for it. If you use too much, wait a few minutes, okay? Let it form a haze like this, okay? Don't go crazy. There's no need to go crazy. None. Here we go. Try to go along the edge and the grooves as best you can. Go with it. Look at that. You can already see a nick coming out of it. How did that happen? Oh, man. Okay. You know, you could use this thing as a hubcap. It smells just like a garage in here right now. I would totally buy UFIP hubcaps. Excuse me, Hellcat. I almost said Hellcat. Someone's got World War II on the brain today. All right. You know, Hellcat. I'm just trying to be really careful. So I talk a lot when I get nervous. Wow, look at that. Now you're going to rub and rub and rub, and you're never quite able to get all of that soiled polish. And a lot of these are actually gouges and nicks. So, wow. What do you guys think? Oh, and also double check the edges here and watch your towel underneath. I forgot to say that. See that stuff? It's all nasty. There's that darn wet area. Notice how I'm avoiding a certain word. Okay. Get the edges really good. Now, the reason why I don't like to use the terry cloth of the 70s with that chemical that everyone used injected into it, or cotton, is because it's going to tend to scratch a lot more, okay? Try to stay with microfiber throughout the whole process. Now, listen to me very carefully. Okay, you saw me do this in the last video. Wash your hands really quick. Watch what happens when I wash my hands. No, seriously, see that stuff? It's washing right out. Okay? Get your rag ready. Make sure it's free of any debris. Or in this case, Barkeepers Friend. There we go. See that? Make sure you've got soap and water ready to go. Leave this on because we're going to rinse that polish out. Warm water. Wash your hands when you go to pick the thing up because you're going to leave those little black spots because it's going to start to wash off. Ready? And go. And move really fast. If you don't have a sprayer, don't worry about it. Keep everything wet again. Circles only and move quickly. And that. And flip it very fast, like this. You're going to start to see that black stuff come off, okay? The hotter the water gets, the quicker that stuff starts to run. So I would recommend about, I don't know, lukewarm, warm, somewhere in there, but not hot. Also, you'll burn yourself, and it's not fun. There we go. Look at that. What do you think? I'm about to have a heart attack. This is just absolutely gorgeous. No, really, I'm about to have a heart attack. Okay, there we go. Now, let's be careful where we put it. Here, I have no more towels to dry this thing off with. Jeez. Okay, wait, we got here, got this one, and this one. Now, let's be really careful. If you have some blackness coming off of this thing, don't panic. Just run it under a couple more times. If you get the streaking, just go back over it with some lemon juice and or Barkeeper's Friend. Look, I look like a giant lollipop alien. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Wow. Helps to have bigger microfiber towels sometimes, but that's okay. I've got, that was the other side of that thing. I've got nothing else coming off of it. Towels are clean. And voila. I'm actually speechless. Yeah, there's some battle damage and things like that, but that is absolutely gorgeous. No lacquer, no nothing. Let's go back over here. Put it on the drum kit. I will someday get around to syncing the microphones up with this Gopro voodoo stuff, and I can play for you through microphones, but right now we'll just leave it like that. Where is my mallet of truth? Ready? Special surprise for you. I was able to play, oh, it's right there. I was able to play Jingle Bells this morning. You see this cymbal? This is what it should look like when you first start out. Why? Because it's not dirty, and you really don't want to have to go through all that stuff to get to this. There you go. Thanks for watching. I don't know what else to say. I'm tired. It's been a long week with the Q-tip, all this other crap. So, next time, why don't we do a pledge video? Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, and be careful of those cotton buds in your ear. Bye.